A strange wolf breed that was believed to be extinct has recently reappeared. Reviving an endangered animal species is no easy task, and it's rare for population levels to bounce back after years of decline. This is especially true in the case of the California gray wolf, whose numbers have dwindled to the low thousands. But with their numbers threatened, one wolf pack made a bold move to ensure their safety, and it gave officials way more than they bargained for.
Before we begin, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Of course, nobody saw this coming. If you were hiking through a remote part of California a few years ago, you might have been warned about grizzly bears. But the chances of coming face to face with any other potentially dangerous animals, especially wolves, wasn't very likely. In fact, coming across an actual wolf sounds fairly far-fetched to a regular tourist or hiker. In the early 1920s, though, this was a different story. Back then, wolves prowled California's remote forests and farms alike. Because of this, farmers and wolves were constantly at odds. Farmers often hunted wolves in hopes of avoiding a barnyard massacre. They couldn't have known then the damage they were inflicting, and not just on the wolves. In 1924, the very last gray wolf was killed. For the next 90 years, California didn't have any wolves in an area that could support up to 500 of them. Unbeknown to farmers, the species' absence shifted the balance of the ecosystems they used to inhabit. Wolves keep elk and deer in check, which helps vegetation not get overeaten. That vegetation provides nesting habitat for migrating birds and building material for beavers, which create ponds for frogs and fish, said biologist Weiss. And this domino effect was not only noticed by biologists. See, if something good came out of the mass wolf killings in the 20s, it's that the negative effects alerted researchers nationwide to the dwindling population of gray wolves. So in 1975, the gray wolf received federal endangered species protections, but there weren't any wolves left to protect. That is until 2011, when one lone gray wolf wandered into Siskiyou County from Oregon. Biologists were stunned by this sudden reemergence. Without a pack to lead or to protect him, this endangered wolf had traveled into an entirely new state and immediately became an icon. Though biologists designated him or 7, activists named him Journey in honor of his daring cross-state trek. A GPS collar tracked and recorded his personal hike, as well as his encounters with other animals. According to his GPS collar, Journey found a mate, likely another migrated wolf, and added 5 pups to the state's gray wolf population. He then migrated back to Oregon and fathered more pups. It seemed like those were the last wild wolf pups California would ever see. It was believed that, as of 2015, the population of wild gray wolves in California was an alarmingly small number, 7. Since 2 of the 7 wolves were wearing GPS collars, biologists thought that enough of the state's wolves were being tracked. So imagine the biologists' shock when, in 2019, 2 adult wolves were seen caring for 3 young pups in California. Biologists had no idea these wolves were even there, let alone that they were having pups. Even more unexpected was the way biologists discovered the pack. The pack was seen hunting and resting on a trail camera in a remote part of Lassen County. The 3 pups snacked on grass and howled at each other before passing through. Though it only lasts a minute, this footage created a huge stir in the environmental community. Having wolves return to California is one of the most significant environmental developments in conservation in this state, Weiss asserted. This sounds like triumphant news for conservationists and activists everywhere, but some people are far from happy about the wolves' return.